signs? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It's your time. Come in. Come on. I've got intel. Your next 48 hours. As you dive in to your next 48 hours, my darling dears, the planetary energies are Neptune and Jupiter are in conjunction. Yes, baby. The most energetic point in this year, in this century, hasn't been around for over what? Good golly and gosh, is it 500 or 600 years, or is it a whole 8? I'm not sure. The 1800s. It hasn't been around since then, so it's a pivotal time. An energy that you must, I repeat, must tap into. This is the time for you to what? Manifest your dreams, darling dears. You are air sign after all. Highly intelligent. And professor of the puzzle. Come on, big cat. Fist bump. This once-in-a-lifetime energy allows you to shift your spiritual views and beliefs and the way you feel about situations or other people. Let me tell you something. My palm is itching me. Skrilla.com. Pentacles is afoot. You'll be drawn to take a leap of faith based on your intuition. If you're longing to connect with someone, this is an ideal time for romance. The love that you feel for others can translate into good vibrations for thyself. Before you get lost in all the watery energy, the Sun and Saturn share a harmonious connection tonight, which enables you to feel a little more grounded. Not quite what? Just giving away your heart chakra, blood. You're careful, mate. You're going back to your sword's energy, where you think very carefully. Yeah, Saturn is here to ensure that you don't abandon your duties and you finish everything that needs to be done, or else. Saturn also means that you mustn't abandon thyself in any situation, darling dears. Right, let's get an overall energy. We're going to lead with the dominoes. I haven't used these in a while. Well, I used them in the reading earlier on today, but prior to that, it's been a while, blood. Oh, just the one. And if you're going to have one, let it be a whole 6, right? This is what peeping you at the post to let you know you're about to lose some money, some skrilla on some form of investment. This domino shows up to tell you to what? Be on the alert, darling dear, for someone trying to what? Hoodwink you out of your hard-earned skrillas.com, or you over-investing in a situation that you need to fall back on, darling dears. Be aware, in the next 48 hours, someone's coming for your pocketbook, your handbag, or your wallet. You also have what? The 4-2. This speaks of some kind of what? You're going to gain some kind of wealth from a loved one or a close person. This wealth could be anything, darling dears, because we know someone's trying to get at your skrillas, right? But you're going to gain something. Wealth could come in many forms. It could be knowledge. It could be time. Pay attention, darling dears, and don't get duped over the next 48 hours, because I'll be right here to tell you, well, I did tell you. Pay attention, darling dears. Pay attention. The 6 also brings into mind the energy of Gemini, one of your brethren. Lover's energy. It also speaks about partnerships. Possibly a family member will be approaching you for a partnership. You better get in your what? Drop down and get your eagle on pose. Make sure that you're not being hoodwinked and what? Your heartstrings ain't being tugged about like taffy just to get you involved with your handbag, your pocketbook, and your wallet. Don't let nobody shine you on over the next 48 hours. You're not taking breast milk, not at this stage of the game. And if you are, get off this channel. We ain't that sort of cat. Fist bump. Let's dive in, darling dears. See what else is occurring for you over the next 48 hours. We're going to lead with a life lesson. Why not, eh? If we're going to go in, we might as well go all the way in. This one spun right into my lap, darling dear. Right? And it was in the reverse. Spiritual teacher. Somebody's doing something to you in the dark, darling dear. Possibly trying to what? Bend your mind so they can get at your skrilla. Spiritual teacher in the reverse is somebody who works with the what? The chaos magic. They possibly went on Google's spell. Somebody's trying to get you in some form of entrapment. Right. Environment, darling dear. Somebody, one, you've got something to do with some outside work, or you're going to be traveling over the next 48 hours. Someone's trying to cut your journey short. Is it an insurance claim? I don't know. Can't trust anyone these days. Yeah, and whoever's going to do it has been practicing it, mate. Hey, hey! Watch your back, darling dears. If I haven't told you anything, watch your back over the next 48 hours. And while you're watching your back, ask yourself, who would benefit from you being injured or a full-on demise? Who would come to your funeral, darling dear, singing Amazing Grace with no tears on their face in a full-on baritone blood? Whom would do such a thing? There you will find an insurance claim. Anybody can take a claim out on you, darling dears. Trust and believe. Energy around my big cat, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Teaching as well as learning, darling dear. This also says that you're going to be in a position, being promoted over the next 48 hours into a position of possibly a spiritual teacher. We already saw it in the reverse. Somebody's afraid to step into their true purpose. This is about you, you are supposed to be in a position of leadership, darling dears, where others are listening to what you have to say or to show. Some of you will be showing off artwork over the next 48 hours. I've already told you, darling dears, there's $2.3 trillion on the tableau for creative and motivational shiznai online. If you ain't online and you've got a whole business, I don't know what you're doing, darling dears. Because somebody's already tried to off you. Listen, I'm not joking. I just give them messages or massages. Base of the deck, darling dear. We've got children. This also speaks to me and says, you need to tap into your childlike spirit. Be in expectation mode. Like when you tell a child, we're going to the fun fair. They expect to go, blood, up until the minute you tell them we're not going, right? Or don't turn up to bring them to send whatever, right? It wants you to be like a free spirit. We also have Leo the Lion here. This is about strength. And it also speaks about your instinct caring for others. Some of you may actually be teachers. But your method of teaching, darling dear, is different. You could be working with children with special needs. This is a higher calling, darling dear, because you see into their souls. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. And this card said, you inspire young people to learn. Whatever you're doing, darling dear, whether you're teaching, whatever you are serving to the general public, you are teaching them how to get to your products, your merchandise. You have to be the master and the biggest fan as well as promoter of whatever you are putting out there into the hemisphere, darling dears. Unless you put your back into it and believe every word you say, no one's gonna believe you. Nah. I'm feeling like I need to throw another number. Just give me a mo. We've got a 2, darling dears. We've got a 2. This is about you, you need to announce, or you're going to hear of an announcement of some kind of a party, a social event, right? An event that's going to actually change your life. So it could be some of you are going on some kind of, what do they call them? Seminar, some kind of teaching seminar. Where's the 2 gone? Good God, where's it gone? Oh, here it is. Trust me, it was a 2. Right? But I'm saying you're going to some kind of meeting, some kind of event, or you're going to put on an event where you are in center stage. It could be the first time you're dipping your toe into the water. You're going to realize that it is your forte. You are meant to be in a teaching role. and you'll get the what? Skrillers.com from that. You could be benefiting from the help of a family member. Maybe they've got the venue, or they may have a contact, you know. The 2 also brings into mind what? The moon, as well as water energy, darling dears, the high priestess. This again goes back to the planetary energies, using your intuition to take that giant step forward, darling dears. This is what? A leap of faith you're going to be taking over the next 48 hours. Take that leap, darling dears. You've got one life to live. And like I said in the earlier read, you'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse on the way to the what? Graveyard, blood. No! We, as Big Cat, are going to our graves empty, having lived our best life as we what? Backed off into the what? North Node, blood. I've told you many times, once you start understanding your birth natal chart, darling dears, you've understood your Chiron, you know how to heal thyself. You understand your Lilith, your trigger points, as well as what? Your Mars. Then you go to the 2nd, the 6th, and the 10th house. It will tell you what skills you have, how you can accumulate, bring it to culmination and make a business, and how to put your business out there. It's all in your birth natal chart. And as an air sign, I'm sure you've had a brush with it a time or two, but this is the time for you to what? Know thyself. Knowledge, darling dear. Knowledge is power. And power is power. I'll have nothing else said. Right. So you've got someone that looks like a what? Alfalfa from the hood, trying to get at your handbag. They're probably what? A blown out and a run through, trying to get to your Skrillers.com over the next 48 hours. Got to pull a room. Put it here. I'm just mixing it round, letting my fingers do the work. Where's it got? Oh, look at this. Got an evil eye charm to replace the Moldavite. Those who've been rocking with me for a while, the Moldavite not only went missing, it smashed its way out of the glass jar. It was on my wrist, blood. I don't know what happened. Anyhow, as I said to you many times, crystals are stone beings from a different dimension. When you have a need in your life, either you're gifted them or you're guided to buy them, darling dears. And when they disappear, it's because they've done their work, or you're overusing them and you haven't cleansed them. You have to remember, crystals don't just disappear. They wink out in and out of dimensions, right? Yes, quantum physics. And it's all going on at what? A subatomic level. You have to understand, when you need something on a spiritual level, divine will put all the tools before you. But so you have to be what? Strong of will and know your own mind and what is best for you in order for you to utilize it and get the best value from it, darling dears. Well, good golly and gosh, you've got what? Ewas. This is the death card on its face, represented by the numbers 52, 53, 54, and 55, and the letter E. This speaks about someone who is reckless and hasty. This person loved the disharmony, darling dears. Arguments are always aplenty around this person. They've betrayed your trust in the past. And it also speaks about them what? I-effing what you've got going on, blood. They are what? Watching your progress. This also speaks about some of you may have progressed with a new form of transportation, but not only that, you've ripped away the old you. You've stepped out of your shell somewhat. They don't like the fact that you've got pep in your step and a sparkle in your eye. They wants to know where you got it from. Well, the next card said is you spoke to your angels and you're on the right path. And it's possibly a family member that's coming for your shiznai over the next 48 hours. Why? They wanted what you got, darling dear. Some people don't like they don't mind if you stay on this level with them. But the moment you dare have the effrontery, right, to live your wildest dreams, live your life purpose, they hate your guts, darling dear. They hate you. They hate you. Well, if they hate you, I told you already, we 9 them. Yeah, that's a full-on hermit mode. Spiritual light shone on them. As I was saying, this is the Scorpio energy. On its face, darling dears, on its face. This also speaks about what somebody, you're going to hear of somebody having some kind of dependency, right? Something that they're supposed to have let go. It could be drugs, codependency. I don't know. They like their ass getting kicked. I don't know, right? They might even be light-fingered, right? slow to change, not changing at all, darling dear. This person is still at hockey sticks at dawn. It also speaks about what ignorance, a lot of ignorant remarks as well as resentment is being directed at you at this moment in time. Some of it is what sex focus. Somebody's wondering about where you're putting your banana your foot on. It's none of their business as long as it's not on them. Hey, it's none of their business. And somebody's also telling lies about a near-death experience or the fact that they're dying. So you got a family member trying to get to your skrillers, right? Pretending to be dead or about to be dead. Oh my God. Pay attention, darling dears. You need to see facts. You are an air sign after all. You need documentation from real legitimate doctors. Not what Dr. Feel Good. No, blood. You want make sure that you examine all sources before you invest in anyone coming with what? A tale of woe, especially illness, darling dear. That alone will tug at your heartstrings and have you clutching, running for your handbag, purse or wallet to pay into a situation that does not need to be paid. You'll be what? Rustled, a rustler. A rustler wants to rustle you. Not a wrestler, a rustler. Right, let's dive in a bit deeper, darling dears. Let's have a quick look at ye old Kipper. What's Kipper have to say? What did I say? A effing liar. Listen, this is a full-on what? Where's my shizma? What's going on? My things are attacking me. Revelations 2:20, a Jezebel spirit. Someone that will come in wearing a mask and no condom, darling dear. A full-on Jezebel blood and a lying liar, an airbender. Somebody's trying to hoodwink you over the next 48 hours. We see the energy of 8, which is the karma number. It's also what? The energy of strength card in tarot, darling dear, because of your caring for others. Somebody's going to try and take you off your flip-flop and get at your bag. Be aware and on the alert, right? And just for the effrontery, they get the yellow card because they were caught, and you must send them off immediately with a what? Flea in their ear. We've also got some kind of a partnership kicking off in the next 48 hours. As I said, somebody's about to give away them heart chakra. Well, I hope you did the recon on the person, right? Because Google is your friend. And I don't want to see you on Leia Golden. I don't want Trey King to be talking about you. Oh, hell no. This is about you what? Bossing up as well. It could be a business partnership. One that is going to be what? A match made in heaven over the next 48 hours. Getting things together. In the background, we see a building. It always speaks about business success or success in a partnership. This is about respect, darling dear. My eyes was just drawn to where his hand was. I've never noticed it before. It's going to be a business partnership or relationship based on respect. Okay, I can't even pick these cards up. The nails are skullduggerous, guys. The nails are skullduggerous. Yeah, what did I say? Court case. We've also got a 5. It also speaks about judgment, darling dear. Somebody's going to be what? In the court, on the docket, in Keitha or Malkuth. We've got a 2 and a 3, which goes to a 5. This also speaks about what? The Hierophant. Something to do with some kind of a business organization or even a family business. We saw the family energy where somebody is what? Trying to draw on the funds, blood, which then they don't deserve. They're going to lie to get them. What did I say? You've got a cut purse amongst you. Somebody that's been wasting your time, maybe a full-on harlot. I don't know. With a delinquent child. I don't know. Again, we got the energy of the 6, the lovers, the Gemini energy. Make the right choice. And do your research, darling dears. Otherwise, you're going to end up in court. Right. Let's get a deck. See what else is going on. Oh, bombs over Baghdad, tower moment. This also speaks about sudden change. Sudden change of what? Let's give it a good shufti. This is the energy that's around you. Remember, the sudden change with the tower, it could be a divorce, ending of a situation, the ending of one cycle. The sudden change is what? Not expecting it to happen at the time that it did. Well, no one's expecting to be effed over. Well, are they? Right? It also speaks about what? Somebody's getting to crisis point in a relationship over the next 48 hours. Base of the deck, because there's a betraying betrayer, a lying liar, and full-on airbender. Somebody who likes to what? Put it about there. And I'm not talking about the hokey cokey. Base of the deck. This is about you what? Getting your evidence, gathering your progeny together, or yourself, darling dear, and deciding to go to what? A more calmer space in your mind. Why? Because you don't want to go to prison, blood. Big cat can't go to prison. You need to be free to sock it to him. Yeah. Divine wants you to make the right choice. If this is a love situation, you're going to find out about a skullduggerous lover. If it's a friendship situation, same skullduggerous, someone that's been stabbing you all up and down your back chakra with a blade, darling dear. And they're not a stabber, they're a tabber. They get no S, right? They're going to be held to come to light over the next 48 hours. We also have 2 6s, darling dear. This talks about what? Contradictions. Their story is not going to quite add up. It's not going to quite balance out, darling dear. It's full of what? It's full of wind, blood. But this person believes what they're saying. So they're what? They're a psychopath, pathological liar. Excuse me. Right. The theme over the you're going to find out about some form of betrayal. Somebody trying to trick you out of what? Making a informed choice. Be on the alert, darling dears. Right? This is about you being cool-handed. Look, make sure that you've got all of the intel before you what? Put your 2 cents in. Whether you want to or not, darling dear. That could be what? Your words, your energy, your time, or your skrillers. Because I ain't seen nary a 1 pentacali on the tableau. You're clutching your purse like this, darling dear. Where's my shit? Hands on everything, blood. Yeah. Right. What went on in the past? Base of the deck, we've got the Empress. This is a mother, some nurturing, possibly loving on yourself, knowing your worth, darling dears. In the past, you was dealing with what? Back, front, neck tabbing snakes. Those that like to argue and tongue wrestle, blood. This was a yeah. If this is a relationship you're leading, right? You was involved in a throuple. You didn't ask for that throuple. And the other person in the throuple, they knew about you. This is about you, what? In the past, washing your face like David and moving on from a situation. A whole situation. Hairline taking stuff, guys. You moved. Base of the deck, Queen of Wands, intuitively guided to move on. This is about you, what? Getting your confidence back from this past situation, darling dear. This is about you understanding that you can co-create whatever you want. This is also being spiritually guided. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is how can I put it? Intuitive, highly intuitive. It also speaks about what? Whomsoever was cheating on you, they was cheating with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of the Jezebel spirit, blood. Yeah, they're gone, mate. Hey, don't worry about them coming back, mate. There's full of entanglements, mate. Entanglements. That person ain't coming back, blood. Spirit is keeping them away from you. They come with the bad juju, right? The bad credit, right? And the what? Fatum or Panani, that's got amnesia. Forgets about you as soon as it leaves the house. As I said, as soon as it leaves the house. 8 of Wands. Yeah. As soon as they go outside. Hey, they don't remember who you are, where you came from, who they are, what they mean to you, or you mean. They don't remember none of their shit. They forgot everything. You also have a Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's a mother, sister, auntie, cousin, whatever, right? This person was a what? Heinous gossip, darling dears. A gossip. Someone who you had to block out of your life. This is someone that got everybody at hockey sticks and dawns at you. Why? Because you dared to stand up to this Queen of Wands in the past, darling dear. And you moved away from the situation successfully. What's going on at the moment? 3 of Cups. Celebration time, darling dear. It also speaks about parties, right? Oh, we already spoke about a seminar. Lord Jesus, allow my tongue, blood. We've got a stuttering bastardo in the comments, darling dear. Don't know who it is, but they're not even gonna say. But somebody with a lisp tongue, darling dear, a lying liar. But anyway, forget about them because they're always gonna be watching. They're a mouth breather, and it's their job to do the hillbilly investigations. This speaks about what? The seminar, right? A party. Something in particular that you'll be going to over the next 48 hours. When you go, make sure that you look like the baddest cat walking. Make sure. Why? Because you might even buck up on a few of the guilty ones, the ones that kicked over your happy cup. Yes, baby. You might even find the skullduggerous one, the one that cheated with this Jezebel spirit, out on your journey over the next 48 hours. Well, guess what? They feel shamed and they're sorry, right? Full of regret, darling dear. And I've always told you, regret is not remorse. Oh, hell to the no. The Five of Cups also speaks about an emotional ending of a situation. Using despair for a short time and a lot of sadness, this also speaks about, but you now have the hindsight of the 2020. This is what the Two of Cups behind you means. This also speaks about you, what? Presently still learning from a mistake in the past. It was an important relationship that ended, but you know what? Hey ho, life moves on, right? This goes to Eight of Cups. This is about moving on, holding it. On the Eight of Cups card, you see someone with a red robe holding on to the Ace of Wands, leaving an emotive situation, one that had always had challenges and obstacles. You're moving on, darling dear. You're going in search of your ninth cup. My golly and gosh. What about this seminar? Listen, Tower moment. Whomsoever what called down the tower in your situation, whether it is you or them, they thinking about you, darling dear. I told you, you're on their mind, blood. You are always on their mind. Yeah, they'd love to come back. They would love to come back, of course. To stab you again, blood. Be careful who you allow back into your life over the next 48 hours. You barely got the swords or the blades out of your back from the last time. Full on betrayal, darling dear. You haven't even rolled over yet. If they come back, they're going to be front tabbers. Why? Because you're winning. Whatever you've done to circumvent the heartbreak, get out of the DNS, had to look over my right shoulder, right? You're coming out as a success. And I also said, this is a time where you're going to learn something that is going to bring a new status into your life. And what's this? Yeah, some of you are single by choice, but this is about you, what? Overcoming a lot of situations, handling your responsibilities like a boss, including your mental health. You're holding the 8, the number of karma and dharma, in the upright for you. So about the outside influences, the wicked, the one that wants to come and kill you stone dead, right? And sing Amazing Grace, right? This hood-looking alfalfa, right? They come with the fucking ease, blood. Conflict, arguing. It could have been someone that always made you feel less than, especially in a crowd, darling dear. Always singled you out to gossip behind your back. This is a merchant of slander. Jeremiah 9:40. Tell us more about this person, right? Someone who doesn't like your stable foundation. If you was married, they wanted to what? Break up the marriage. They caused a lot of gossip, slander around your marriage, right? They did all of this and that. This is somebody that was causing a lot of conflict in the background, gone from what? The 5 of Wands to the 4. No matter what they said, you're still rising. You have a stable foundation. This is an 11-11 fade. A blessing, darling dear. Mutual people working for mutual benefit. This is parties, celebrations, engagements. We already saw the marriage card, and we already saw that a partnership will be afoot. But you better pay attention to who's coming in for the partnership, right? Look at this. Betrayal and perfidy. Good God. Right? Treachery, treason, and heartbreak. This is what they're coming with, right? Oh, look what's going on, darling dear. They've got what? They're feeling nervous. They've got insomnia because they're worried about what you've got going on, my dear big cat wave. They're paranoid, blood. Proper paranoid, right? They're stressed out. They've got the anxiety, the PTSD, and a full-on skin condition, looking like a whole scale electric. Yes, right. And they've got a lot of addictive behavior. So they're addicted to fighting, tongue wrestling, gossiping, slanderation. Yes, all of this and that. They're still gonna chop it up, darling. Yes, you can't stop people from talking. And I told you, if you was in a long-term commitment or a marriage, they put themselves in the middle and did the most. Because they saw that it did at one point stand a chance of working. Right? Secrets, darling dear. Secrets. They've still got secrets. They feel as though they've still got a secret for you. This is one thing I've always told you, my dear big cat. You never let anyone shame you with your past mistakes. I'd rather tell on myself. You understand what I'm saying? And if somebody does bring it up, yeah, so what? What have you done? From it's not something done to a small child, the elderly, you ain't stole no one's money, slept with anybody's partners or anything like that, broke up a whole family. Good God. Everybody's got a past, darling dear, but never you forget. It doesn't matter what secret they feel they've got for you, darling dear. It's not what you're called, it's what you answer to. And you are big cat, air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. They was waiting for the right time to come and what? Divulge this information. Right. Wow. You're gonna have what? A rocking 48 hours, blood. Intuition better be lit. I bet you're shining off the center of your forehead, even as we speak, darling dears. You're like, me? Dead? My money? No! What? A skull? Listen, I can hear it all. Somebody just said, I wish a bitch would. Somebody's really drama-filled. This codependent person. The one that betrayed you, darling dear. That would love to come back. They're codependent, and it's the blind amongst the blind. And did I say Brock pocketers? Fell right on the situation that you had to leave. This is a situation where your mental health was at threat, right? And you was divinely guided to leave and boss up on bitches and mitches. And again, we see the Hierophant. This speaks about teaching. Some of you are going to use your testimony, right, to turn around and teach another big cat on what you went through. And not only that, darling dear, your skills. You're being called to what? Talk, center stage, be a what? A narrator, because you will be going worldwide with this. How do I know this? Incoming. This also speaks about success. 8 of Wands, darling dear. This is about you following your passions. It also represents Cupid's arrows. Listen, you've got love on the table, mate. And we have the Hierophant, something that's going to long term. And I said, after what? Removing yourself from the drama and the drama field. You're on the right path. We already saw this. Final outcome. Final outcome for the 48 hours. We have the King of Wands. The King of Wands, the old dick dealer, mattress backer themselves, darling dear. This is somebody who's looking back into the past where you're not paying any attention to them. This is you paying attention to your bag. In your current energy field, darling dear, some of you have an emperor, somebody who's watching you. You're watching your bag and minding your own business, as only a big cat air sign can do, darling dears. While this King of Wands is living in the past, they still love the company and energies from others, and they are skullduggerous, blood. They are what? Son or daughter of Pennywise the Clown. You have an emperor coming through. We also have the Queen of Cups. This is somebody that admires you for how you handle your emotions. If you have progeny, they like the way you raise your children. It also speaks about as much as what? This person has a choice between 2 women. But if you look at this Emperor's face, yes, it's facing us for present energy, but look where his eyes are. On you, darling dear. This is somebody that's been watching you online, or you've come into contact with him online. This is also saying that you're going to get many options. Some of these options will be filled with what? Fools and fucking and bull swanky, darling dear. Divine wants you to what? Put your third eye on bitches and mitches. Pray on the situation. Take the knee, darling dear. Go for your what? Inner knowledge, right? This also speaks about reaching star status. Whatever platform, whatever business you've got on, you've got going on, right? Or your multiple streams of income. Expect what? Multiple options to come from whatever works you have out of there, darling, out there. I sound like a 4-year-old trying to, I don't know, mommy. This is giving me the feeling of what? When you see this turnaround in the next 48 hours, you're going to be astounded. You'll be stuttering all over the place, mate. But you better stutter in silence. Why? The wicked will be ear hustling, mate. Star card. Aquarius energy. It also speaks about what your vibration is being raised. You are a divine child. And because you are what? On the up and up, possibly coming towards what? A new relationship. For some of you, there will be a pregnancy in this new relationship, which will be long term. As you continue to what? Be blessed in the name of the Most High, Father, God, Mother, Isis. It's going to create a lot of jealousy, darling dear, from those that didn't choose wisely, especially when they fumbled the ball and lost you, darling dear. You who knows how to sit down and get to the bag. You are loyal. Not only that, this speaks about your health returning as well as your business acumen. Move in silence, darling dears, over the next 48 hours. Don't let them be the only ones with secrets. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. Hey, and many people ask me, what do I mean when I say don't smoke yourself? Don't abuse yourself with fucking ease blood, and don't let nobody abuse you with fucking ease blood, right? Take that any way you want, right? From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. I always lead with a strong beeline, big cat. Always be your biggest fan. You have to set the scene and let the others clap as you continue to rise. You are being blessed with multiple options over the next 48 hours. Choose wisely. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini.